Okay, welcome to Krill Inspires. I am Krill, the author of Creating a Successful Interview Podcast, a how-to guide. For the last 13 years, I have been doing interview podcasts on my Out the Box platform. Some people may know me from my YouTube channel, Out the Box TV, where I've been doing interviews since 2009. And some people may know me from my audio podcast, Out the Box Talks, which is also on Spotify, Google, Stitcher, Overcast, generally where you listen to, high quality audio podcasts. So what I wanted to talk about today was an extension of the last video that I did in relation to the topic how to earn prospective guests, which is also in my book. So I really wanted to hone in on this because I didn't get a chance to say it during the last video. The importance of using the interviews you already have as leverage for new interviews. This, on the surface, may sound very basic, but it is so important. And you'll see how important it is as you continue to grow your interview podcast. The other thing that's important is when you do an interview with a guest, encourage the guests to share the interview on their social media networks. What that will do is that will expose the interview to more people, and you will in tune be able to garner some fans and more fans. And if you get placed on a successful blog, because that can happen, then your podcast recognition goes up in value. A lot of my earlier Out the Box TV episodes were posted on blogs, and it got a lot of views as a result of it being on some of these popular music blogs. Okay, so that's another thing. Use the leverage for every interview that you get to reach out to a new guest and let them know in the body of that email, okay, here are the people that I interviewed. Now, again, this is going to make a lot more sense when you've accumulated a lot of interviews, but I want to address it now because I need you to start thinking like that, because you can utilize every interview. Even if it's your second interview, use that first interview to show that next guest that you've already done this, right? You don't have to feel like, oh, because it's just I've only done one interview that you shouldn't share it. No, share it so they get to see what you've done already. It's better than sharing nothing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Also, as far as getting in contact with the blogs that you think may be interested in sharing or posting about your interview, I would encourage you to do your research, find out what blogs or websites. And the reason why I say blogs, because it's probably easier to get a blog to post your stuff than like a fully established website. But reach out to who you can. Websites, fully established websites, or just regular blogs. Do whatever research you can do. Let's say your podcast is in the cooking industry, right? Reach out to cooking blogs, right? And maybe you interviewed like a really good chef. Reach out to cooking blogs and see if they would be willing to share your interview, right? And don't just reach out to one blog. Aim for like 20 blogs. Chances are, if you reach out to 20 blogs, because it's a numbers game, you might get 3 blogs, right? Let's say you got 3 blogs to respond and share your interview. Even if they didn't post it on their blog, let's say they shared it on their social media. 3 out of 20 is better than none. And what's happening is your interview and your show is now starting to get exposure. And it's helping more people to see you and you're getting new fans, right? So don't underestimate the reaching out to networks of people that are in the industry of your podcast that would be willing to share your interviews. Okay. And always encourage and ask your guests if they can share it on their social media. That's huge, right? I have so much more information I can give in regards to ongoing promotion of your interview, because that's the other thing about podcasts that people don't think about. And I'm not saying people don't think about it at all, but we get so caught up in this idea of, okay, we have to create the podcast and we got to get it out there. But when we get it out there, we put all this work to get it out there and we don't do the promotion, right? Trust me, it's very easy to get lost in not promoting it. But there's multiple ways that you can promote your podcast that doesn't have to feel like it's a huge challenge, right? There's apps out there that allow you to automate your posts and kind of schedule them ahead of time where you don't have to remember to do it every day. I can share some apps out there that can support you with that. All right. But for the time being, I just wanted to address the importance of leveraging your interviews that you've done already to get new interviews. All right. And I just wanted to add some bonus promotional advice to you. The promotional advice I did not put in my book, by the way. So it just came to me in the moment and I wanted to give some insight on that. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you know anyone out there that's looking to create a podcast and an interview podcast, specifically that needs a little help, definitely feel free to share this video. I'm going to be creating a consulting service where I can kind of work with people one-on-one and support them on their journey to create a successful interview podcast. So look for that coming up, in the near future. But in the meantime, I want to have a dialogue, right? You can send me an email at krillinspires@gmail.com if you have any questions for me directly. You can leave questions in the comments of this video. You can DM me. I'm on Instagram at krillinspires. I'm on Twitter. No, I'm not on Twitter yet, but I'm on Twitter for other stuff. But as far as these videos, I'm on Instagram at krillinspires, and I'm also on Facebook at krillinspires. Okay. So y'all have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope you are inspired. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Love.